is little as powerful as a mass movement of people to make you feel simultaneously empowered and slightly insignificant. Or at least that was my first impression as a 15-year-old entering the Paris COP21. Although overwhelming, seeing the sheer volume of people dedicated to change is one of the most inspiring events to be a part of. I've come from the UK, but the distance is minuscule compared to those travelling from across the globe to put their message forward, united in a common cause. I honestly think that beyond the corporations, the negotiators, the world leaders, the mass of people enthusiastic about the planet are the face of change. I believe honestly that without the visionaries, the researchers, the protesters and the passionate, that the world would continue to degrade and be exploited until no change was possible. So the people in their thousands attending the event, in my opinion, are so essential in impacting the future, displaying the humanity and the nature of positive change. In terms of humanity, the heartbreak of the outcry from the frontline nations attending is a stark reminder of the severity of the situation that they are facing. Displaying their rich and invaluable depth in culture and tradition, the idea that many countries such as Tuvalu could soon be submerged in the ocean if sea levels continue to rise is shocking. To see these people being affected so drastically, having to shout to be heard by the rest of the world, is strange and surreal. Although we, the most industrially developed countries, are the ones pumping the world full of pollution, we are not the ones having to shout to be heard, having to plead for change. We have so many problems that need to be faced. This is abundantly clear. I hope that COP21 will provide the beginning of change, however it cannot be the end. This is why I feel that the perspective of my generation on it is so vitally important. The beginning of a chance for the future, hopefully initiated this year, has to be a foundation for greater change created. Hope for coming years really does fall into the hands of the young generations everywhere, because the world we will inherit is a shared responsibility. The mistakes that have so evidently been made in the past are worrying, but equally the enthusiasm and desire for a better world that I've seen here has to be seen as hugely encouraging. So all in all, what I think my point is that from my perspective of Paris COP21, there is huge importance in the voice of the masses, in not only sharing the catastrophic effects of climate change, but also in taking inspiration from the collective voice demanding change for a better future, demanding the right to a future to be believed in. We have to make sure that future generations, my generation, is given a chance, a starting point for creating significant change for our future. If Paris COP21 can inspire and convince the supposedly doomed youth of a future in our hands, then I believe that it could completely be the beginning of a considerable change for the planet and for the people at its mercy come together here. I really hope that there is a beginning for change here, for the sake of the masses and for the sake of the planet. From someone whose future relies on the decisions made of the present and coming years, I hope that optimism is not proved to be naivety, as I believe completely that the beginning of a better future from now can be achieved.